Hey, oh no, this match. Okay, hey, we're back, and we have another matchup for you. We're not sure what exactly is happening, though we have a pretty good idea. It's the Brent mirror. That's the most
the Brent
important
mirror
thing.
we got. Brent Osborn versus Brent Rogers. So Tempered Steel is a MTG Goldfish budget deck using Tempered Steel, which gives artifact creatures +2/+2.
Yeah, so I assume you're playing like Porcelain Legionnaire.
Nope.
Really?
No, you play a bunch of mirror and the new servo exhibitions that make you 2 servos, and some things like that.
Okay, that seems good.
Yeah, it's actually
But
pretty
is Porcelain Legionnaire? Well, the deck
champion.
The deck seems good overall, but is Porcelain Legionnaire really not good enough to make the cut? A 2-mana 3/1.
I mean, it probably is. It wasn't in the list that
it's a 2-mana 3/1 first strike. Like that seems.
Although all I know is that I watched the video series produced for this deck, and the #1 thing he said was that it's terrible against combo. So
yeah, I mean, you can put on a reasonable clock.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I assume Brent has Stony Silence. Stony Silence doesn't shut anything off in your deck, right? Does Brent on the left probably has Stony. Does Stony shut on anything off in your deck?
I don't know if there's any equipment. I don't think so.
I don't
probably
think,
not.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, do you play Ghostblade in here?
No.
Or sorry, what's
Ghost Fireblade?
Yeah, Ghost Fireblade.
No, I'll look up the list.
So why wouldn't you play Ghost Fireblade?
I don't know.
That seems like too efficient not to play.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, doesn't Tempered Steel cost 3 mana?
Yes, I think that's the
how could you not
the
play
extent of the mana costs in this deck.
How could you not play Ghost Fireblade then? Like that's just, I don't know. That seems too good to pass up. But that's just me.
I mean, you could also play like Ley Lines of Sanctity. I guess that gives you something to do against combo.
Like I guess I can see why.
I mean, we don't know if he's on the exact list that was published, but
I guess I can see why you wouldn't play Porcelain Legionnaire if instead you can go wide with servos.
Right.
But
it does play SRAM's Expertise because SRAM's Expertise lets you cast the Tempered Steel off the second half.
Yeah. And then you put out 3 servos.
Yeah.
With?
So 3/3/3s.
Yeah. that seems fine.
Good, yeah. Wow, it's even running Angels of Invention? Holy cow.
Well, Angel of Invention is 5 mana, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 of Angels. So here's the list from.
That seems fine.
Oh, the Shrine of Loyal Legions. Yeah, that's a way to go long.
So Hangerback seems great. Hangerback seems like the only real card in the deck. Oh, and Smuggler's Copter.
Blade Splicer, yeah.
Yeah, no, Porcelain Legionnaire. I was even thinking like Memnite, but I guess I wasn't thinking ambitious enough. You just want servos. But, I mean, Hangerback seems incredible.
So this list is definitely different already, we see, than the one that was
made
by
by
MTG Goldfish.
We've got Vault Scourge. Well, if he's playing Vault Scourge...
And that's off a Blink Moth, too.
Sure.
So this might be like Mono White Affinity, something like that.
Yeah, that could be. It might be that it's more of like... Yeah, like a white-based Metalcraft kind of deck that plays Tempered Steel.
But our Ad Nauseam player on the double Lotus Bloom Leyline of Sanctity.
Oh my god, that's dirty.
So Leyline of Sanctity not relevant here. Lotus Bloom lets him go off real fast. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like this Tempered Steel deck is definitely more of a affinity type list, maybe just running Tempered Steel. So we see a Port Town there, which is a blue-white land. So with the addition of blue, I guess he may have some ways to interact with what Brent is doing, but not many. How does Tempered Steel work? So Tempered Steel is a 3-mana enchantment that gives artifact creatures +2/+2. It costs white, colorless.
Yeah, I wonder if Brent could do something like Brent on the left. I wonder if Brent Osborn could bring in something like doesn't Aethersworn Canonist just seem like a slam dunk here?
Oh yeah.
Right. It's white. It will become a 4/4. Make it immune to Bolt. With
if he has
just seems
Tempered
great.
Steel, oh man, those lands do not look very good in his deck. The Port Towns.
No, because what are you revealing?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We got an Arpon Ravager.
So Ravager seems fine.
I mean, if he has Tempered Steel next turn, that's a real big attack.
Yeah, so that could make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Though he basically has to win next turn, otherwise.
Yeah, because Brent's gonna hit 2. Yeah.
It looks like Brent has Spoils of the Vault, Phyrexian Unlife, another Leyline. That's not very good.
No. So does he not have the Adnaz in hand?
Maybe that last card is. Yeah, I think that last card is.
Oh, on the left. Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess Brent is playing a very budget. I mean, I just can't.
Well, he's got Arcbound Ravagers.
Sure,
The
but
man, the man is a little weird.
Yeah, I don't
Port
understand
Towns.
the Port Town.
Right, because like the fast lanes have got to just be better.
Yeah, I would rather play literally anything over that Port Town. I would rather play a tap land that gains 1 life in this deck.
Yeah,
right?
perhaps. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Like those are never
Well,
coming
it looks
in.
like we have the Tempered Steel, right? I mean, what else is 3 mana? No, it's an Etch Champion. All right. Well,
So
not great.
not super aggressive. Just a little bit too slow for the double Lotus Bloom.
yeah. I mean, Brent's hand is pretty terrible other than these Lotus Blooms already. He's only got 2 lands. He can't even cast Phyrexian Unlife.
Well, let's hope that Brent has something like 4 Aethersworn Canonist, because Adnaz can't beat that card very easily.
No. Yeah, so definitely not fast enough here out of the Tempered Steel deck. Without Tempered Steel, it doesn't look great, but with Tempered Steel, yeah, that would have been a real big attack.
Sure. I do want to mention that I could be wrong. My guess is we're going to have to watch Brent explain to the other Brent
Yeah,
how Ad Nauseam works.
This seems likely.
And that could get real
Confusing.
Well, it could be very long and drawn out, and we might even learn that neither Brent knows what I'm not sure how long Brent's been playing Ad Nauseam.
Well, he's got his alternate art one, so probably.
Okay, well maybe he's been playing forever. Maybe I don't know. I know I saw him on it like 2 weeks ago, but okay, so he's picking up the deck, and he's telling his opponent that since I revealed all of it, you can look at it.
Yeah.
So Brent is informing his opponent that his life total is now negative. And we're looking through our hand.
We're exiling Spirit Guide so that we can cast our Lightning
1
Storm.
mana, 2 mana,
Or we can cast Anger too if we want
3
to.
mana. And how much
no,
does he
it's
have
not Anger.
floating? He probably still has some floating with. Okay.
No, he hit exactly enough with
And
the
so
Lotus
there's
Storm.
a Lightning Storm. He's going to discard a Gemstone, discard a Temple of Enlightenment. You got to find 5 more here, bud. Please put 5 more lands down. Wait. All right, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. Now overkill him. Overkill him.
Yeah, he might gain life at instant speed.
You never know. Yeah, so you can't even interact with Lightning Storm with Leyline.
Even if he's gonna redirect it, what?
Say what?
I don't know.
Yeah, Lightning Storm. Each player can continually discard a land to change the target, but the Adnaz player always has more lands.
Right.
It's a clause that never really matters. On
Oh, you can. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
So both players can use Lightning Storm.
I suppose it matters. I suppose it matters in like the Adnaz mirror.
Yeah.
Where each player you've got to have more lands than I don't know.
Or I guess you could wait for all of it to, if your opponent's at 3, right? You could wait for all of it to happen and then you put the last copy on the stack.
Well, they always have more lands than you.
Or does it resolve simultaneously?
So while the spell's on the stack, each player can keep toggling it back and forth between who it's targeting simply by discarding one land.
Oh, it's just a target? It's not. Doesn't put an additional copy on the
No,
stack?
no, changes the target.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah. You can redirect it to spell sky. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if our Tempered Affinity has the capacity to deal with this deck. Canonist, like you said, real good. If he has his own Ley Lines of Sanctity, those would be really good.
Yeah, Stony Sounds would be good, but that seems like a huge flavor loss for the deck, right? You don't want to play your Stony Silence.
Well, you can't activate your Arcbound Ravager.
Yeah, right.
That seems bad.
That also, yeah. But yeah, hopefully he's got 4 Canonists. That would be dope.
I highly doubt he has 4 Canonists. I don't think any deck ever has ran 4 Canonists.
Well, if there was one deck to put 4 Canonists in, it is 100% this deck.
That may be true.
There's no better deck to play 4 Aethersworn Canonists.
Sure.
In. So you never know. But yeah, I think that's about his only. Now he will be on the play. Of course, he was on the play that first game too, wasn't he?
No. Oh, yeah, I think he was actually.
So I think that you could maybe get out of the gates quick enough.
I mean, if you just go like a bunch of 1 and 0 drops, Tempered Steel on turn 3 or 2 if you have Mox Opals.
Sure, that's what I was gonna. If you do have Mox Opal, I think this gets really doable.
Yeah.
If you don't have Mox Opal, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He does have plating though. I just saw a plating.
Okay.
But even without Mox Opal, plating is not really fast enough, is my guess. But who knows? So these guys are both 2-0 right now. So Brent Osborn clearly has been doing something with this tempered steel.
No, I think this might have been a pair down actually.
Oh. Isn't this table 2 though?
Table 7.
Oh. Oh, that's right. We didn't want to put table 2 on because we.
Yeah, table 2 was more rack or more Tron. Or
yeah, that's all we have tonight, folks.
Yeah, everybody is playing the rack or some variant of Tron. It's Eldrazi Tron, regular Tron.
Even people that usually play real decks are playing
the rack.
Yeah, are playing the rack. Okay, so.
We got a Ballista.
So Ballista, I was gonna mention Ballista earlier, but it doesn't seem good. You can make it a 3. Really. You can play it for 0 mana as a 3/3 with a tempered steel in play.
That's true.
And that's fine. Sorry, yeah, 2/2. That seems okay, but that doesn't seem great because you still have to pump actual mana. It's not like you have Eldrazi mana to get a bunch of counters on it.
Right. So I saw our tempered steel player leading off again with a tapped Port Town. Those lands have got to be something better, right? I mean, even like a Dark Heart Waste, I don't think is very expensive. That seems just way better. The blue-white pain land. Yeah, it's probably about.
A blue-white irrigated farmland. I mean, like I said earlier, I wasn't kidding when I said I would rather have a gain 1 life tap land. I mean, that would actually be better. Yeah. There's just no way you're ever going to proc these Port Towns. Also, do you think that he's using blue for like Grand Architect or something?
Maybe like a second tempered steel type of.
Yeah, because if this is a Grand Architect tempered steel, both of them, like that's really tough on your mana, blue and white. But you could actually make a bunch of mana with this deck to pump a Walking Ballista with Grand Architect, and then make it even bigger with tempered steel. Like that actually seems dope.
Here comes our Port Town coming in tapped. Doesn't let us play Arcbound Ravager on 2, and we are going to attack the 2.
Yeah, that Port Town is. Ugh.
Definitely seems like a budget consideration.
But it's not. You could have gotten tapped lands to gain 1 life.
Well, sure.
Or Addercar Waste, right? I mean, I think how good Celestial Colonnade would be. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking not that good.
Because you never
that would still be better than these tap lands.
That's probably true. But he's probably looking at these fast lands out of our Adnos.
And he's like, where can I get some of these?
What is the blue-white fast land even called?
It's called Sea Chrome Coast.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably playing Ensol. That was my suspicion with the blue. But
okay, Ensol seems solid.
Yeah.
So that makes you can get if you have Ensol on a tempered steel that's 7/7.
Yeah.
On your 7/7 indestructible on your Darksteel Citadel.
Yeah. So looks like Brent found a Lotus Bloom to suspend here. He said he's just gonna opt for the second sleight of hand. That is 3 sleight of hand so far.
Okay, Mario, he didn't opt for the sleight of hand. He just cast sleight of hand.
Yeah. That card is really messed up with my vernacular, you know.
Yeah. Like you can't talk about Magic anymore without improperly using the word opt.
The struggles.
I mean, think about when they they printed Flash. You know, how are you supposed to? Never mind. I'm not gonna. Okay.
Well, that was before Flash was a mechanic, right? So it actually wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, the card Flash is ancient.
Well, we found Darksteel Citadel. An Ensol artifact here would actually be pretty good. I mean, you could put it on this other Darksteel Citadel and start beating in there, but I don't know if Brent has that. He does not have the capability of casting Tempered Steel.
This is such a slow clock right now.
Yeah, the 2/2 beat's not great. Here's a Ravager.
That Ravager could have come down last turn.
And we're in for 2. Yeah, Brent Rogers sitting on Nauseam. He's happy to see this measly artifacts coming in.
Now, don't forget, though, that if we see an Aethersworn Cannon that means that Brent will not be able to win, my guess. I mean, I don't think Adnos can ever win through one because you always have to cast multiple spells.
Well, no, you cast Adnos, you get your whole deck, and then you wait your next turn, your Lightning Storm.
So you could have Phyrexian, but you could have Phyrexian. The one problem is you have to have Unlife because you can't Angel's Grace for anything. So if you play an Unlife, then you have to wait another turn to cast Adnos. Then you have to wait another turn to cast the Lightning Storm.
Sure.
So I mean, it's like
it slows it down a lot.
Like the deck just really can't win through Canonist. But you know, with this clock that Brent's putting on,
Yeah.
I guess you got all the time.
Sure.
That turn 3 Arcbound Ravagers, not looking too mean. Though interestingly, Brent can actually generate a lot of damage by sacking both Darksteel Citadels. That could be relevant in like 2 turns.
Yeah.
It's actually possible he could come up with this much damage before Lotus Bloom comes off, but
That's another
but
signal
Brent probably
pest.
has like a fog or something.
Oh no, it's a Mem Knight, even worse. And we got another Arcbound Ravager. Yes, we do.
Seems good.
Different art Arcbound Ravager. In there for 4. All right. Problem is,
No, that's 5, right?
no.
1, 2. Oh, yeah. I was thinking Ravagers is 0/0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we have a pump effect next turn, I think Brent could get the kill.
Yeah. My bad, everyone. I was actually thinking that Ravager was a 1/1, not a 0/0.
So can Brent win here? He has some Spirit Guide in hand. He has enough mana to cast add-ons, but I don't think he has enough for the Angel's Grace on top of it. If he has 2 Simian Spirit Guides, he can. But then he can't cast a Lightning Storm.
Yeah. Unless
he
well, he could if he has like a Pyretic Ritual. Or
So
something.
I think unless Brent pulls together the win this turn, he is going to die to Ad Nauseam yet again. And it does not look like he's pulled together the win. We're just getting in there.
So swinging for 1, 2,
2, 4,
3,
6,
4, 5, 6. All right, Mario. I was.
You were getting
just
there.
because you're.
Every creature has 2 power.
Math is, man. Mario's mean. He's being a mean guy
Alright,
tonight.
So that's 0. So we could have won the game there, but you know, whatever. Right, we definitely had the win there by sacking our Signal Pest, our Ornithopter, and our 2 Darksteel Citadels for 4 additional counters.
Yeah, you're right, but Brent could have probably fogged it, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, the pest was hitting for 0, so he had exactly 4 artifacts to sack. Didn't I mention that earlier that he could sack his Darksteel?
Yeah, you did.
Too bad he didn't do that.
Oh, we get these nice alternate art Angel's Graces as well. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely missed lethal. So Brent would have had to
Angel's Grace.
use that Angel's
Yeah.
Grace, and based on what's in his hand, he probably would have actually lost, right?
He.
Does Brent have another
Yeah, I don't know if he has another Angel's
another
Grace in hand.
lifesaver?
Oh, he does.
Oh.
He was good. Either way, even if we had lethal. So we are going through the combo again. Ad Nauseam is a very confusing win to understand, to be honest.
What if there was an Ad Nauseam deck that like wasn't playing this combo? You just like play the card Ad Nauseam to like draw a lot of cards, right? Like
Just for value?
sort of like a Sphinx's Rev, but like a reverse
I
Sphinx's
think my
Rev.
favorite thing is when Ad Naus players spoils the vault and just kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's gotta be my favorite Ad Naus way to beat Ad Naus.
So I saw this sweet deck.
In fact, I think in the video series of MTG Goldfish where he was playing this Tempered Steel, not this list, but a deck based around Tempered Steel, he played against Ad Naus and his opponent did 15 damage to himself with the Spoils the Vault and lost. And that's like how he ended up winning. I'm not sure if it was the Tempered Steel list, but it was a recent list that
Well,
he
I mean,
published.
it happens all the time. Like the player gets desperate and they got their backup. They have to do it. But anyway, I I was gonna say I saw this sweet Spoils of the Vault deck where you played Spoils of the Vault, Death Shadow, Scout's Warning.
Plunge into darkness.
No.
Oh.
What's that?
There is a combo with that. You like somehow switch you like go into negative life to make your Death Shadows. Plunge into Darkness is like an entwine spell that you like can pay X life, X amount of times or something, and like draw that many cards.
Sure.
Like that.
So it wasn't quite. I don't think it was playing that, but
Oh.
but maybe it was. But it was basically trying to put out a Death Shadow at flash speed
That's
with the Scout's Warning,
gigantic, yeah.
and then kill you for a lot.
Yeah.
And it was using Spoils of the Vault to tank your life total.
Right.
And I think he was also playing Phyrexian Light,
Right,
but
so you can go-
and Angel's
yeah.
Grace. But maybe he was playing that card you're
Yeah.
talking about. But
All right, so we'll try to find another game here since this one ended pretty quick.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We got some stuff
we
going
gotta make
on,
sure we
so we'll look for
catch
something.
a player match in sideboard.
Ooh, Paul's playing Mardu Dragons tonight. Maybe we could try to get him on.
Well, we'll see if he's almost. Yeah, insane. We should get another match. That was a pretty quick one. Hopefully, we can find a game in sideboarding, and so we'll be back in a few with that.